Three, two, one, let's go. I'm in the charts all day. My goal is to make you money. I provide the information required to know exactly when to enter. I don't give this blanket statement, buy the breakout, buy the retest. Join me every single day, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, to understand the who, what, where, when, and especially the why when it comes to trading. This is why the coin's dumping. Every 7 days, it's releasing tokens. All right, mic check, 1, 2, mic check, mic looks good. And there we go. Bingo and a bango. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whatever time it is your time. It's always time to make this money. So let's do it, guys. Let's make this money. My name is Joe, also known as Trade Intuition. That's right, where we show you how to successfully trade without all the complicated terms, pattern memorization. We make trading just a little less difficult. Now, of course, trading can be as difficult as you make it. If you have 21 indicators on your chart and you have 4 things that say yes and 4 things that say no, and then 7 things that say maybe, it gets a little complicated. But if you just rely on support, resistance, it makes it a lot easier. And then if you use indicators, that will just help you with your thought process to where, you know what, it might do this. Nobody knows what's going to happen. And right now, I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Yesterday, now granted, yesterday I didn't see a whole bunch of other people, but yesterday I was expecting, I told you so. I told you we're going here. I told you. I just think that's so fun. I really do. Right now we are having a retracement. We're going to go over that in just a moment. Of course, this is your 1 hour of free mentorship. We go over Bitcoin. We go over your coins. We do fundamental analysis, technical analysis, tokenomics. We do it all. We do it all here, and all for free. And I show you my thought process. That, I think, is very important to just kind of understand the thought process behind this. Now, what I show you is not stuff that I regurgitate from websites, reading on the websites or reading books or, and then just regurgitating it to you. I give you the experience. And in my opinion, that is more valuable than something you can get on a website. I show you what works and what doesn't, what has worked and what hasn't. With that being said, let's get into the crypto bubbles. Let's get into crypto bubbles. Of course, we do have crypto candy in the house. What's up, my friend? What is up? We have dirt bike motivation. Hey, here we go. Dirt bike motivation. What's up, man? Appreciate you. We got Dave P in the house. We have Dave P. Thank you, man, for being here. Appreciate you. Appreciate everybody who's here. I really do. Thank you guys so much for being here. Of course, we got others popping in on the Twitter space, X space, and also YouTube. So I do thank you guys very much. Crypto bubbles. I love this website. This website tells you what's going on. This is on the hourly time frame. Right now, we do have some that are down and some that are up. Now, the ones that are up aren't up so much. We're going to go over Bitcoin dominance, and I have something I want to show you. It's kind of a trick if you don't know this, but if you know this, then it's not a trick. But I'm going to show you that in just a moment as well. Let's look at this. We have Uniswap down 0.4%, Hopcat down 1%, Hex down. So just know that what goes up will come down, what goes down should come up. It's just a matter of time. And just understanding that, when you do enter a trade, it can continue going up. And we're going to go over that too in just a moment. We have a lot of stuff to cover, guys. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the daily. The daily doesn't look too hot. TIA is down 10.5%. Now, if you were here a few days ago, we mentioned that TIA is having a pretty big airdrop, not an airdrop, a pretty big, where the tokens are being allocated to the early investors, the pre-seed people. This is very important. Now, of course, I show you the vesting period. I show you when to be prepared for a possible dump. This one I do believe is going to dump pretty hard. Now, of course, in the group, we did get stopped out. We had a very tight stop loss because on this, the market makers may pump up the coin to stop out people. And for that reason, we had a super tight stop loss just in case they did that. They did it a little bit. And then, of course, it came down. If you want to go over this chart, we can as well. Just let me know what you want. Let me know what you want. Put it in the chat. We will go over the coins that you want. And then not only that, but we show you when it's best to enter. None of this is financial advice. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm just a guy on the internet who knows how to trade. That's it. And I'm showing you all the stuff that I have. We have Crypto Coin Mindset in the house. What's up, my friend? Now, of course, Crypto Coin Mindset and we do a stream together on his channel Monday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern time. We go over the market. We go over the debt. Oh my gosh, the debt. Oh man, I haven't taken my blood pressure medicine. I completely forgot. But Crypto Coin Mindset, this one always reminds me to, and I forgot to do it. So I will have to be doing that after this show. I could feel my blood pressure going. I was like, man, the debt is so high. And we can just print money. But hopefully, oh, and I voted yesterday. So give me one moment. I do want to show something. 1 second. 1 second. Oh, 1 second. All right, I'm back. Okay, and 3, 2, 1. Bingo, and hope y'all can see that. Then I voted. Oh, the camera's too. Let me see if I turn off the light. There we go. I voted, guys. Voted. All right. So with that being said, I strongly urge everybody to vote. If you think your vote doesn't matter, do it anyway. See if it does. All right. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and let's look at the liquidation heat map really quick. And of course, I'm going to put this link in the chat. If you don't know this website, I strongly recommend you get very familiar with it. Now, for me personally, I just see this as areas of support resistance and nothing more. However, lately, the past like 2 weeks, if not more, this has really been showing us the direction of Bitcoin. What is the heat map? Well, this is where a whole bunch of people get either their stop losses hit or they get completely liquidated. So let's say we were going long and we bought the breakout here and we're going long, but our stop loss is down here and everybody else's stop loss is down here and down here and down here. The yellow is where there's more money for the market makers to take. And we come up and then we start coming down and we're like, oh, let me add to my entry because it's a good spot right here, adding to your entry, and stop loss is going to be the same, or I might have it a little bit lower since I have a better entry. And it comes up and it comes down, and then if it comes down here, my stop will either get hit, or if I was going long 100x, 5x, 20x, whatever it is, this could be my area of liquidation where all of my money turns into water and goes down the drain. No, thank you. So these areas are areas of interest. Now the market makers can, it's called spoofing. They can put a bunch of orders down here. So you may think, oh, well, let me short it to at least this area. Maybe I have my stop loss up here and now I short it. And as it comes closer to this area, the market makers remove their orders. These are orders that can be manipulated. They can be spoofed. They can cancel these orders and then put it further down or up or wherever they want to put it. And you think the price is going to come down here, and then all of a sudden it reverses. The market makers start pumping money into the coin. It comes up to take out your liquidation up here. So this is why knowing about the heat map is something that's good. But for me personally, I didn't used to look at it as often. But like I said, these past few weeks, it's been pretty spot on. Now I do want to, give a shout out to a few of my people. Well, I wouldn't do them by name, but there's been a few of the people in the well, a few members in the VIP group that have been asking about the heat map and what does it mean and how does it work and everything else. So that led me to be looking at a little bit more, and it's really been, you know, helping us out as far as what direction it may go. Hey, we got Obi-Wan in the house. What's up, Obi-Wan? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Of course, I love seeing you in all the other places that we're at. So nice work, man. Now, of course, the more, and it depends on the not influencer, but just the person who's doing a live stream. It really depends on who you're looking at to determine if you're going to start getting bamboozled, getting tricked by all these other people that produce like, oh, we did 80% gains, 50% gains, and 30% gains in 2 minutes. Those people are posting a bunch of charts. You know, for me, I do one. I think we only have 2 charts or 2 setups, and I think that was from yesterday. But yeah, just be real careful, man. Do be real careful. All right. So one thing I do want to show on this, you know, the reason I have this so zoomed in is because at the very bottom there's a little handle where you can click on the handle. The 2 arrows come out, and this is the original. I believe this is the original setup that it does. Something like this, to where it's kind of small. Let's go to the 12-hour. You can adjust this. Now this is free. If you want a more updated, because this is every 12 hours, every 24 hours. If you want it updated, then of course you can go to the pricing, which is somewhere here. You can find it, and there's prices to it. But you come down here to the little handles, and you can kind of just zoom in, and this is what you'll see as far as all the different levels of liquidity. All right. So with that being said, let us use our scroll bar on our wheel, and let's just look. So for the 12-hour, we do have some up top, but we do have some on the bottom. So how do you know what's going to happen? You don't. What we have to do is we have to look at the structure of Bitcoin. We have to look at the momentum. You know, are we doing higher highs, higher lows? Speaking about that, let's go ahead and look at Bitcoin. So this was Bitcoin. This was the heat map last night at 11 p.m. Of course, I'm updating the group all hours of the day, literally all hours of the day, when the updates need to be made. I don't post, you know, just to post. I post when it's important. Here we did have its, you know, several levels, 71.6 and also 70.4. Here you can see, this is when I posted it last night. I was saying, you know, more than likely price will come down, maybe come back up to this. Nobody knows. I must stress that nobody knows. Maybe come back up to this level before breaking this level and coming down. Well, so far, last night, it did take out this level of liquidations. It is coming back up. It almost came up to the high, making a lower high now and coming down. So I do think that it will break this level and continue down. So the question is, are we going to 80K or 60K? Which one are we going to first? Well, in my opinion, let's go and get rid of this. In my opinion, if we back out and we look at the 4-hour time frame, we still have our daily fair value gap that has not been touched. It's sitting right here between 64. Oh, let me change this. I was doing videos for the group, so I don't like the crosshairs on some of the videos, but let's see here, between 64.8 and 63.4. In this range is our daily fair value gap. So in my opinion, we have a very nice possibility that the price action may come down here before going to the moon. Now, has my thought process changed in reference to all the liquidations that will be met? No. I do think that if we come down here, we'll start rallying up, breaking highs, everybody gets FOMO, and then it'll go up a little bit more just to dump on everybody who's longing. Liquidation is going to get hit, and as it's coming down, people are going to start entering shorts because now they're going to think, oh, we're going to 40, 44. Then it might reverse just to get those people liquidated, and then reverse one more time to get those. And as every time we're doing it, more than likely we'll be making higher lows. And then finally we'll break our most recent high, or the highest point rather, and then moon mission. Then we're going to see 80, 85, And then we're not going to see, in my opinion, we're not going to see 70 again, in my opinion. Anything can happen. Now, one thing I do want to point out on the 15-minute time frame, this is something that you don't want to see on your charts, any chart, whether it's Bitcoin or any coin. You don't want to, this is a liquidity curve. What is that, Joe? You've never said that before. Well, this is when, and we do mention this, when the price goes up, we want it to come down at least 35 to 50% of the move up before it breaks the level and continues up, and then come down at least 35 to 50% before it goes up again. Now, the reason for that is because the market makers are taking up some of this liquidity. This right here, very healthy move, very healthy. Now, an unhealthy move is when you have something like this, where the pullback is only, say, 5%, 15%. This is not good because it's leaving all of this liquidity behind. So when the price does come down, you better believe it's going to come down pretty fast and really rough for the people who are longing. Here we can see, we had a run up, pullback, maybe 5%. We had another run up, pullback, maybe 7%. We had another run up, maybe 2%, another run up, maybe 2%, another run up, maybe, this was probably like 35%, this run up. And these are just guesstimates. I never measured it, but now it's starting to lose its strength. And again, we can see this on lower time frames. And one thing I absolutely love, I love when all these influencers, they talk in hindsight. Well, first they say it could either go up or down, which nothing wrong with that, plan A, plan B. But then when it does, and then of course, after the fact, they'll say, I told you guys, it breaks this level, or breaks this SMA, breaks this whatever, breaks this pattern. I told you it's coming down. It's plan A, plan B, excuse me. So here, what I like to do is I like to show you in the moment. Price came all the way up here, came down. Okay, that's fine. Came up. It's losing strength. Possible, because here it could come down and then break this high and then make another high, a high that's higher than this one. So when you're looking at it in hindsight, you'll see a high and a higher high versus a high, a lower high. Then everybody says, oh, it's going down, and then it produces a higher high, and then those influencers are like, oh no, I didn't say that. This is internal structure. You don't know, guys. You don't know. Of course, now it is producing lower highs. Look, we got a high, a lower high, triple top. Triple top, what is that? Well, that's an area where you have resistance, came up, resistance, came up, broke up above it barely, but still resistance, coming down, broke this level of major support. So if we do a box, let's go into a box. So if we do this box, this is a better visualization of this really tight range that it was in. It could either break up or break down. If it breaks down, more than likely will continue down. If it breaks up, more than likely continue up. And the reason for that, and so not only am I showing you about Bitcoin, but this can be applied to any coin, If it does break up, well, because of this box, we have a very high chance that it might get support if it breaks up. If it breaks down, we have a very high chance it'll be resistance and then continue down. But once again, like we take it level by level. Oops, let's go ahead and do that. And then now we can actually extend this box if you like. So extend the box. We did re-enter the box. Coming down, we're creating another little box, and this is more accumulation than anything else. And now let's just see, if it breaks this level, very high possibility that we're going to come down to this area down here for the fair value gap on the daily. But again, we just got to take it day by day, level by level. Due to this curve, this is saying that we have a very high possibility that it might come down, and then eventually price is going up. I personally would love to see price come down here, get this over with, start and then get this liquidations over with before we go to the moon. Let's see here. Let's catch up on some of the chat. We got Gaming in the house. What's up, Gaming? Appreciate you, man, being here. Appreciate you. Let's see here, going down the list. We got Peter in the house. What's up, my friend? So happy you guys are here. So happy you guys are here. Yes, definitely, please smash the like. It's a free way to show support. It is a free way to show support. And if you have any coins you want me to do, let me know. We will definitely get those underway. Let's see here. Can we check out SEI? Yeah, definitely, man. So let me go ahead and write that down. SEI. We'll definitely check that one out. David says, nothing wrong with going off the 0.236 or 0.382, but when it keeps getting it over and over, it'll be retracing back to the 786 or even breaking through the zero line. Possible, very possible. And one thing that I absolutely love, and I completely agree too, because that's exactly what we're saying, to where it's retracing a little bit, retracing a little bit, retracing a little bit. That's not the longevity of that happening. Not good, not good. Because it's building up all this liquidation and then come down. Let's see. David's really smart, guys. David's really smart. Definitely look at what he's doing. We've been coming back to the 786 a lot there lately, or really close to it. Makes me wonder if the upside is going to be super hard and big up. Yeah. So for me personally, I do think that when we do go up, it's going to go nice and fast just to come down. And what we're doing is we're breaking these levels. So let's go to the 4 hour. We can zoom out a little bit, and we can see that we have our all-time high right here in orange. Are we going to do? Wouldn't the market makers have such a great time if they did the all-time high tomorrow on Halloween? Wouldn't that be something? Because it came really close to it, really close, but less than $200 worth. But I do think that when we break the all-time high, it's going to go up a little bit more, and a little bit. I mean, it could be like 1,000 maybe, or 500 or 200, whatever it is, but go up a little bit more just so everybody FOMOs, and then dump hard, and then pump hard, and then dump hard, and then pump, and then start going up. So I do see at least 2 liquidations, liquidating a whole bunch of millions upon hundreds of millions, because in my opinion, go up, whenever it does go up and break this level, come down really hard to go up, and then to come down really hard, and then to go up, and then finally start going. We'll see. Let's see here. That'd be typical of them in October. Possible. Let's see here. Got to a bounce, my friend. Yeah, man. Appreciate you. Yeah, we'll definitely see you Friday night. Friday night at, I believe, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Crypto Coin Mindset's channel. I believe so. I always forget. All right. So, let me show you this, guys. Let me show you this. All right. Let's see here. They want to shake out as many possible. Yes. Yep. Before the moonshot. 100%. And that's my thought process behind that information. All right. So, I think I did them all. I was working on this last night, but, so one thing that you can do, depending on your membership of TradingView, you can come over here and then select whatever you want here. Now, if you only have like the first one, then I think you can only jump to the 3. I'm not for sure. It's been forever and a day for me to that I've been have that, but or maybe even 2. I don't remember. But you can have these on multiple tabs or multiple windows or whatever you want your screen. So if you have a limit of 2, you can have 2 on one monitor and then 2 on another monitor. You can just get this, click it, hold it down, drag it down away from your tabs, and it has a separate window, and you can just put that somewhere else. All right. Hopefully that makes sense. But one thing that you want to do is towards the bottom, you want to, and this is on my halving layout, so it doesn't affect any of my other layouts. But what you want to do is you want to have the interval checked. You want to have the crosshairs checked, the time checked, and the date range checked. That way, when you're moving this, you notice these are moving. So this was, and some of them don't have the data, that's why you're showing this information. But here, this is the week. So whenever we have the halving, shortly thereafter, we have the bull run. Now, I do have a video. I have a video, and let me put this in the chat. I strongly recommend everybody watch this video. The video is there. Well, all the ones that are kind of highlighted in the yellow box, those are videos that I strongly recommend, but the most recommended one is the realistic price prediction. This is Bitcoin using the logarithmic chart. Now on this, I do have the logarithmic chart. Make sure I take that off. Last time I didn't. And what you want to do is you want to hover over this. You want to click on the L and click on the A if you want, but the L is the most important. So I guess I'll do A since I had it on these as well. All right, so we're looking, and here we do have our halving. Shortly thereafter, we have our bull run. Then this is the start of the bull run, and usually this lasts, you know, a month or two. Now, in the video that I just recommended, I strongly recommend you watch that because I show you the dates in between the halving, the bull run, the length of the bull run to the next halving, bear cycle, everything. And there's an equation in there giving my thought process on where Bitcoin may reach its high this bull run. And the height will be in November 2025. And that is due to all of the math and the equations that were done on that video. If you haven't watched that video, strongly recommend it. Hey, we got Crypto Billy in the house. Last night, amazing. Once again, the X spaces that Crypto Billy has, they're fire, all of them. And they start, I always forget, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on X Space on the Twitter. Oh, and if you haven't already, sign up for his YouTube. Let me see if I can pull that up. Oh, and I need to put you on my YouTube as well. I forget that you have a channel. Let's see here, but I am subscribed to you. So let me pull this up. Let's bring this over here. So there's a bunch of people I'm subscribed to. Let's see here. Where is Bill Billy? Probably past you. I'm going down the list. If anybody has Crypto Billy's thing, put it in the chat, please. I'm probably skipping it. It probably didn't stick out to me. But yeah, definitely check him out. Subscribe to his channel. I can't see it. What if I just typed in Crypto Billy? I don't think it's under Crypto Billy. Oh, here we go. Giver Game. Copy. So subscribe and have the notification bell. Subscribe and put the notification bell. So this is Crypto Billy. So definitely do that. Subscribe to him. He's doing some live streams. He's doing some other things. So definitely check him out. All right. Moving on. All right. So back to this. Here we have our halving. Then we have, we have our halving. Then we have our start of the bull run. Then as we come over, let's go and do this. As we come over, we have the end of the bull run. Now, let's see here. This is 2013, the end of the bull run. Let's see here. Sometimes these things. So 2013. So I think it's too early. It's too early for all those. But then we have the end of the bull market. The reason I was trying to show you this is just so you can see where everything lines up. How did the Bitcoin dominance line up? How did the USDT dominance line up? How did the total 3, which does not include Bitcoin or the alts? So here, follow the crosshairs. So here, this was the end of the bull market in 2017. Notice Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin dominance starting to come down. We have, the USDT starting to come up. And then here, the end of the bear market, we had, Bitcoin dominance starting to come up because Bitcoin is is people are selling off all their coins, and because of that, the dominance rises. We had the total 3, you know, doing its thing. We had USDT coming up, and then we have another halving. So now we can kind of see where everything lines up. So the first one you can see in the little background here, plus you can see it here. First one is Bitcoin, next one is Bitcoin dominance, next one is USDT dominance, then the next one is total 3. Again, does not include Bitcoin or Ethereum. So here we can see the halving. After the halving for Bitcoin, it starts running up. Now Bitcoin dominance starting to come down. Well, it started going up and then started coming down. We have the end of the bull market, because now everybody is buying not only Bitcoin, but they're buying alts, which is making the dominance come down. So this is just something fun to kind of look at. Of course, you know, we do have the halving, and let's see here, this is 2024. So we have the halving, Bitcoin dominance starts coming up. We have the alts as well doing its thing. You know, we had really nice run in March and April. Remember those days? Ooh, man, March and April were great. And then of course the started coming down. Let's bring this down a little bit. And then here right now, it's just getting boring. But normally it gets boring after the halving. And then here, of course, you know, the bull run started, but it's very slow right now. But pretty soon, it's gonna be a lot of gains. All right. Yeah, when we start making 30% gains, I mean, only 30%. Man, that's the lowest one this week. Really? 30? Oh man, those days are coming. Let's see here. 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Billy Goattails on X, Tuesday nights. So definitely check it out. Let's see here. Going down the list of everything. Going on the list of the chat. 1 second. All right. Very good. So Obi-Wan says he just subscribed to Crypto Billy. Nice work, my friend. Nice work. Here. Joe, is that gift? Joe, is that gift that keeps giving me? Yeah. One thing, of course, always givers gain. Oh yeah, speaking about that. Let me see if I can do it on this. How do I do it? Oh, can I do it? 1 second. I'm trying to look at something real quick. Maybe if I do it this way. Nope. All right. So do you have any coins, guys? Do you have any coins you want me to go over? If so, speak now or forever hold your peace. I do. If not, we'll go over some coins. We'll go over some coins. So right now I'm trying to do something really quick while you're doing that. All right. Let's see here. Oh yeah, let's do some dots. Let us do some dots. So let's go to let's do YouTube. That way you don't see my VIP charts. Oh yeah, I forgot SEI. We gotta do SEI. So let's change this. Let's do SEI really quick. Then we got dots. Let's go to SEIUSDT.P Mexi. All right, so we're looking on the bigger time frame. For here, we're still waiting. We're still waiting for this to break. Now it did come down since the last time we looked at it, which was around here, but it did come into this area. Chainlink, yes, definitely check out some Chainlink. So here is our like little zone that we have. It did break above the zone, but then came right back in it. So what we do need to, we need to wait for this one, for it to break 0.4650, have our alert there, and then the level that it needs to remain above would be 0.4532. So that's, let's go ahead and change the, let's see here, where is it? I always forget. This one, oh, here it is. 20. So this is where it needs to go. It needs to break above this level. Let's see here. Right now, it's doing lower highs. It's not looking too hot right now. We have a high, lower high, lower high, lower high. Once it breaks this level, we get alerted. We close above this. We'll be doing good, in my opinion. So that is my thought process on that one. Quick and easy. Once they're ready, then of course we do the actual setup as far as the entries and the exits and the stop losses and everything else like that. So right now, DOT is right at the 50% of this range. So we have a box. We have a box right here. Can we go lower? No, I like that box right there. And then we have another box down here. So we can do the box down here. Now, so this is kind of just where it's split up. Can I go a little bit higher? No. So we actually, okay, so there's actually 3 levels to this box. Okay. So what we've just done on the 4-hour time frame, we've identified the range high, which is this, the range low, which is this. I really don't like this range low. I don't like the wicks. I want more touches. So this is my range low. And this used to be my mid-range until we move this up, but I'm still going to call this my mid-range. So we have our discounted price, which is right here, our okay price, and then our premium, very expensive price. Now, all these coins, they're going to start going up, guys. They're going to start going up. Now, can you get a discount 40%, 50, 70% still? Possible. Depends on what Bitcoin does. If Bitcoin dumps below our daily strong level at 58.8 and continues to come down. Now, what I've been preaching, so one thing that I don't do is I don't flip and flop. What I do is I give you the information based off of the current data that we have. So every day it might change depending on the data. Now, for the past few months, I have been preaching that we're going, well, I would love to see, not that we're going there, but I would love to see us coming down here to 44 to 40. I would absolutely love to see that. But first, when it was here, it needed to break this level, then to come down to this level. This zone is really weak between 52 and 50, very weak. Our stronger level is right here between 40, 44. For it to break this, come down here, come in here for a few weeks, and then go up. Now, this was all stated, for a few months now, several months. Now that we're getting closer to the election, well, things change. Thought process change, data changes. These past few days, weeks, we're not doing lower lows anymore. We're actually starting to create higher highs, starting to change the trend. Here we have a downtrend. Here we start having an uptrend. If this were to come down drastically, then yes, we could see 40, 50% discount on DOT, or any coin for that matter. However, because we're getting really close to, this going and doing its seesaw, going up, liquidate, down, liquidate, up, liquidate, down, liquidate, higher, low, up, liquidate, down, higher, low, liquidate, then start to come up here, this one may move 10, 20%, give or take, up or down, before it really starts taking off. In my opinion, I do think that DOT, let's go to a daily time frame. Let's kind of zoom out. DOT, I think DOT is, look at this. This is our main support level down here at 3.647. And it's steadily in this. So we do have, of course, our high, started looking good. Then it broke this low. Then it's not looking too good. It made a lower high and lower high. But in my opinion, if we kind of zoom out, I'm not going to bring the box over, but we have this box right here, and these broke out of the box, came back in. I like it. I really do. If we did come down, what is it? 20, 30%? 10, that's it, man. So what I would do, Not financial advice, but you know, if you really do like DOT and you want to possibly catch the bottom, to me, this looks like the possible bottom. You know, we could do an entry right now at current price. We could do a lower entry right around, let's say 10%, because the market makers may want to try to take this very tiny liquidity that's really not even worth it, but have a thing here. And then if you wanted to, you could have a stop loss. Well, hold on. Let me break out my tool here. So let's go from here. Let's see here, from here to, I really do like candle bodies. All right. So this right here would be underneath the first liquidation area, 15%. But if you're looking at this long term, you know, you might not even have a stop loss, depending on your risk management. Hey, we got Road Dog in the house. Road Dog, what's up, buddy? Depending on your risk management, you know, you could not have a stop loss at all, and just know that this is an investment play, not a trade, an investment. You enter in, you have a lower entry, and then if the price does come down, you don't freak out, you don't panic sell. You say, oh, good. It went down 30%, it went down 40%. Let me add to it. Right now, we are really, really close. We're closer now than we were in March, tell you that. And I was doing the same thing in March because everything was different. All-time high prior to the halving. That might have been the low, nobody knew. And well, I bought coins for investments and I'm down quite a bit. Ooh, man, am I down? But I don't care. I'm not selling them. It's not realized loss until you sell. So, you know, pretty soon, probably in the next week or two, I'll start adding to those or adding more to them and then see how they go. But as far as this one goes, I do like it. This would be your first area of liquidation. So if you want to have a stop loss, you could have it at 3.546. I personally would not recommend it, especially if, again, none of this is financial advice. If you are doing this for a long-term investment, if this is just a regular spot trade, well, then that changes everything. For me personally, I would have a stop loss. Well, for one, I wouldn't enter now. If this was just a regular spot trade. So right here, this is telling me that it could maintain in this box and possibly break down. So for me, I would need, so I'm going to give you as if this was a setup just for a regular trade. I would have to set my alert here. So let's put this as our alert color. So did you notice that, guys? You have to flip your thought process depending on what you're doing. Is this a short-term trade? Is this a, do you want to hold it for 3 to 5 days? Do you want to hold it for a few weeks to maybe 2-3 months? Do you want to hold it for over 6 months? Do you want to hold it to the end of the bull market? All those different scenarios depends, if you put a stop loss, where you put a stop loss, how tight you put the stop loss. Not only that, but you have to understand the market cap. Is this a 200 million market cap? Is this a almost $1 billion market cap? All those things. How's the community? Is there a lot of activity? Are they doing things? So all this comes into play. I know it sounds like a lot, but the more you do this, it doesn't really seem that much. So here, going down the list. Let's see here. Let's see. What was I doing? Oh yeah. So here, I would have to set an alert here. And then of course the candle, the 4-hour candle must close above this level. So the 4-hour candle must close above this level. Oh, we'll just say that. That way we don't get too crazy. So this is the level it needs to break and hold. So 4-hour, this is in order for us to do this as just a regular trade. And then my stop loss would be roughly around, not 9%, roughly around there. So this would be my stop loss. And again, this is just for a regular trade, not getting crazy with it. But for me, I do like DOT. Buying DOT under $5 in my opinion. Buying DOT under $3. Oh my gosh, that was a steal. But buying DOT under $5, I think it's still, I think you can do a 3x. I really do. A minimum, 3x minimum. This would be a stop loss. And then for our target, granted, these are just, you know, targets for right now, short-term trade. We need to do at least a 2-to-1. So that means we need at least 16%. And oh, perfect. So I'm looking underneath this. I wasn't looking at the numbers to see where it can match up. I'm looking underneath this. So that would be good. So we can do right here. So this will be your first target. So copy this, put this for our target, say okay, come over here to this, do this, come over here, paste that, go to target, say okay. There we go, move these over so it's not so cluttered. We'll delete this one. Okay, so here's my thought process for this one. We can do this as a regular spot trade, and that will be that. Excuse me. All right. David says, I was trading TIA all week. I shorted TIA last night for the 16% of total supply. Well, it's actually, the unlock is tomorrow. Is it tomorrow? I could have sworn it was tomorrow. I was just on their site. Was in until it dropped 50%, then jumped in for a quick long. I'm 100% now, currently trading Pepe. Nice, man, nice. Yeah, so that's one of the things that I kind of warned people about the other day when we were talking about it, where, you know, it should come down due to the massive amount of tokens that are going to be released to the early seeds, the early investors. But because the market makers know that, what they're going to do is they're going to pump it up. So you're going to see something like this, where it's coming down, and it's breaking levels. And then now you're like, oh man, let me go. Let's short this bad boy. And then boom, comes up. Because that's the market makers doing all that liquidity just so it can come back down. And then, oh, let's short. And then boom, come back up. So this is something that I warned about the other day. So be very careful with that. The market makers, they know it's going to dump. But what they're going to do is try to make money as it's dumping. So with that being said, let's see here. Gaming says, did Hello touch bottom? I haven't looked at Hello in a long time. So let's do this. Let's put this to our YouTube rapid fire. Then we can check on it later. And then let's do Hello. Now I am in Hello. USDT. They don't have futures. Okay. I am in Hello. I do like the project. There's a lot of really big, huge, ginormous influencers that are a part or participate in the project, I guess you can say. Man, look at this. Whew. Way up here. Oh, good Lord. Let's erase all of this sadness. Let's erase all of that sadness. So let's look to see if we found the bottom. Possible. Looks pretty bottomish to me. Possible. Let's change this to a white. Looks pretty bottomish to me. Now, let's go to a lower time frame so we can see all the ups and the downs. I'm looking for all the ups and downs. We have about 10 more minutes, guys. 10 more minutes. So if you have any coins you want me to do, definitely let me know. We can do those rapid fire session. Lower highs, man. This one really, man, I'm down like 90% probably on this one. I haven't even looked. I don't want to look. Do I think it'll do? I think it will. I hope it does. I got a little bit of money on this one. Lower highs. Stop. A reverse. Just plain. Okay, no. So for this one, it would have to break this level. 0.2724. It would have to break that in order for us to possibly consider this being the bottom. Anybody? We did SEI already. Obi-Wan, we did SEI. I'll look at it again to see if we didn't do it, but I thought that was our first one we did. We did that one, then we did DOT. But this one, it would have to break this level in order for us to start changing the trend, because right now we're still in the downtrend, possibly transitioning into the uptrend. So what's the price range difference? Is this 4% or is this 40%? Oh my gosh. We would have to wait about 50%. We would have to wait about 50% in order for it to be safe. Now, can you enter now? Sure. Higher risk. You know, stop loss would be roughly here about 20% if you did a stop loss. Everybody in here, I would like to see some bingo bangles. Let's do some bingo bangles in the chat. If you're a new member, definitely use that emoji, bingo and a bango. If you're not a member, just type out bingo bango. But I would like to see some bingo bangles in the chats. Some bingos and a bangos. But this is what I think. I mean, right now it's possible, but granted, we thought we were in the bottom here. See this? Made a higher high, and then here we thought we were at our bottom, made a higher high, and then here we thought, okay, we got the retracement. So this is why, like, these levels are very important. Now, granted, it's very easy to say in hindsight, and all of these YouTubers, all these influencers, all these people who want to sell you their course, look here, we have a shoulder. We have a shoulder, and then a head, and then a shoulder, and then downside. Join my group. No. It's level by level. You know, once it broke this level, watch out. Once it broke this level, calm down. Once it broke, here's support. Oh, good. Came up, retested support. Okay, broke this level. Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. All we need, this is our aim right here. This is what we're aiming for. This is our target. Came up, couldn't do it. Coming down, we have our high, we have our lower high, broke this level, comes down. This is the simplicity that I teach. I don't teach patterns. I don't teach whatever. This is the simplicity. Now, granted, in the VIP group, we're doing a lot of market structure and how to identify break of structure, how to identify strong and weak areas, targeted areas. A matter of fact, everybody in the VIP group, we're going to do another training session. So just kind of give you all a heads up. We've been doing a few this past week, and I really love it. I love showing the inner works of the simplicity, the stuff that I show in very simple ways. But what I love doing is I love just breaking it down like this. And then this is resistance now because the price is underneath it until it breaks. And then now it's support. And then what we do, what I teach on this channel, is we have to break the most recent high, which would be this level, before we go long. Now, granted, instead of doing the flipping and a flopping, what we're doing is we're looking at the bigger structure. Are we in an uptrend or downtrend? And if we are in an uptrend, we know that we have to come down at least 35 to 50% for it to be healthy, for it to come back up. To come down 35 to 50% for it to be healthy to keep on going up. So if we just did this and we're up here and we buy here, well, we know that the price could come down. We know this. Now, what we don't know, and this is very important, I want to show this on, which coin do we enter? We did this yesterday on the stream, Doge. So this is Doge. Let's go a 15-minute time frame. On the 15-minute time frame, the price action, what's coming up here, hit my alert. Of course, we've been looking at it, down here. It's like, it's made a nice run up. Let's see if it comes down, because we don't know. We don't know when it's going to come down. It's doing this number. Let's put our alerts, and then it was coming up. It was right here on the live stream, and then it's like, well, we got to wait. Was this my? I think this is my alerts. Let me double check. Yeah, it's my alert right here. Okay. So that way I know what we're referring to. Okay. So the alert went off. The alert went off, and it was coming up, and I said, okay, we'll wait. We'll wait a few hours, maybe 4 hours, see if it retraces, because we don't know. We don't know if the price is going to come down now, retrace to start coming up, continue the continuation, or if it's going to continue going up until it stops. So whenever you do see price breaking through one of your levels and it's going up, and you say, you know what, I'm going to enter, knowing that the price could come down. And I actually drew that out. Where did I draw it out? 4 hour time frame. I know I'm getting sidetracked. Okay, so this was down here at first, but then we entered it up here. I said, you know, it may come up a little bit more, but expect it to come down. Like this is healthy if it does come down, and then of course come up. Now if it does something like this, to where it comes down, comes up, comes down, and then it breaks this level, well then this is our buy. Now granted, could it continue coming down? You know, it goes up a little bit more, then does this, and then come down. Yeah, price can do whatever it wants. But what we're doing is we're looking at the overall trend. All this, and especially if you have leverage behind it, all this can get magnified big time. You know, 10x, 100x, 2,000 million, quadrillion x. Like it, you get my point. It gets magnified. But here, you know, if the price does go up, you know, expect it to come down. You know, and this, I believe I was just illustrating the point where if it's only retracing very little, 5-10%, then another pump, 5-10%, then of course harder down. All right, moving on. But so hopefully that explains this. Let's see here. Let's see here, going down the list. All right, so let's go ahead and put this one on our rapid fire as well. Rapid fire. Okay. Now let's look at our rapid fire. And yeah. Oh, I thought we did it. I could have sworn we did it. Yeah. I don't know, guys. I'm going crazy. Did we do this one already? Yeah, 4 hour candle needs to close above that level. So yeah, we did this one. YouTube rapid fire. Okay, so let's uncheck it and then check it back. So it'll be the very last one. So yeah, so for the 4 hour time frame, the candle needs to close above this level. Set your alert here, and that's what I would do. Okay. So here, moving on. Okay, we did dots. Let's do some link. And it's gonna be rapid fire session. Okay, so daily time frame. I like it. So this is what I see. I see boxes, and these boxes, they're accumulation zones. So I see boxes. Here's a box, and then we can do this, I guess. It's really this. This is my box. It just broke out of the box. And I said, no, just playing. And broke out again. Nah, just playing. This is a bear trap. Nah, just playing. All right, so these are my boxes that I see. I do like it a lot. Like a lot. Let's see here. We do have our trend line right here. It did break underneath it. Let me zoom in a little bit so y'all can see what I'm looking at. Let's see here. I want to go with candle bodies. Now, this trend lines are very subjective. You know, here I'm using a wick, then a wick, then I guess a wick right here, this red one, and then the candle body. I do like this. You could say this is an ascending triangle. You know, where we have a flat top-ish area. Now, granted, these tops are not equal. I mean, they would have been great if they were, but this is more of a zone. So one thing with patterns, well, I can manipulate them any way I want. So I will do this as that color, and this is that color, and then let's make it just a little bit more presentable to where it's visible, where we can see that this is our resistance zone. You can call this a resistance zone, supply zone, you know, rejection zone, whatever you want to call it. I call this an area where the price needs to break above. If it does break above, we're in great shape. I really like this one. Matter of fact, I am actually going to set an alert right here. Set an alert and actually set the alert. Do this, question mark. And then I'm gonna put YouTube plus VIP. So this one I really do like. And I have my alert set at 13.515. And it looks like it's going to in the next, maybe, I don't even know what day we are, by the end of the week, beginning of the next week. Let's see here. So I do think this is a great one. So Obi-Wan, thank you very much for this one. I do greatly appreciate it. I think this one will do very well. This one as well, I love Link. Link is an oldie but goodie. And I do think Link is going to give us minimum 3x, minimum. They're doing a lot of things. One thing that I absolutely love is their security that they're doing with all of this, you know, swapping of the chains and everything else. They're, I believe it was maybe a year ago, 8 months ago. I forget how long ago it was, but they're doing things for security. Not only that, but they're the oracles. I call them the Bitcoin of the oracles. You know, there's a lot of oracles out there. I love, man, there's so many. I love Band, B-A-N-D, Band. That's another oracle. It's very, very low market cap. I do like oracles. You need oracles to make the system go around, in my opinion. Let's see here. Link is going places. The Link Marines are strong. Yeah, I do think Link is going. I know. Like 3 to 5x, and you just gotta hold it. You know, can you trade it up and down, up and down? Yes, you can. So my thought process, we've already gone over our time frame. My thought process on this bull market, you know, let's say you have Link and you love Link, you wanna, you know, hold Link until the end of the bull market. You can still trade it. Let's say you only had $500, you know, that you could afford to put into Link because you have other ones that you have maybe $100, $200, $500, whatever. Let's say you only have $500. You can put it into Link. Don't touch it. It goes up 80%. Don't touch it. And then next paycheck, you're able to allocate $50, $20, $100, whatever. Let's just say it's 50. Instead of going out with the boys, or instead of getting pizza that night or that week, or going out that week, or getting your lattes and your coffees and your whatever from different places. Let's say now you do your coffee at home and you're saving 10. Oh no, they're expensive. Let's say you did that 5 times a week, $5, you know, that's $25. That's $100 right there. You're spending just on coffee. So let's say you put that $100 per week. Oh my gosh, I just snapped you that. 25. Yeah, it's 100. Wow, it's a lot of money. But let's just say you're doing that. Well, instead of doing that, maybe put that money into now. Okay, let's say $100 into Link, and this $100 you can trade. It goes up 30%, 80%, whatever it is. You're taking your profits and you're constantly trading it, but you're leaving your main bag that you have $500 or whatever it is alone. You're not touching it. You're still trading it, but your bag you're not touching. That way, at the end of the bull cycle, instead of it being $13 per coin, it's now worth $40, $45, whatever it's going to be. And then you've made money along the way trading it, but you had your bag that you didn't touch. That's going to be amazing. That is going to be the strategy this bull run when it comes to these coins. I'm going to have coins I'm going to be trading, and coins that are just going to be in the bag. So just give you a heads up. Let's see here. Going down the list. We're almost done, guys. We're almost done. No more coins. Going down the list to see what we have. If you're still here, guys, definitely put a 1 in the chat. Let me know you're still here. Let's see here. We did Chainlink. We did Dots. Let's see here. Let's see. That's funny. Going down the list, we got Batman So Official in the house. Batman says, go and check out Woo. Yeah, definitely. So let's go ahead and add this one to our YouTube rapid fire. And let's do Woo. I don't remember the last time I looked at Woo. Okay, Woo looks great. I like it. I do like Woo. It looks like it found its bottom. It's getting a really nice bounce. I do have this box that my eyeballs are looking at. So I do have this box. What's the range? Is it like 30% or 12%? 50%. Good Lord. Let's see here. I like it. So here's my box. So it came out of the box. Now we can also do another box. Nothing, you can do as many boxes as you like. So this is a great box here too. Not only that, but let's do another box. Well, let's just intertwine these boxes. So they're there. And then I like it. Oh, wait. Nope. So this one has more touches. This one has more touches. So here we can see we have a range high. Now, granted, it did break out, but whatever. Range low and mid range. That's the thing I love about trading. Like, if I don't want to include this in my range, I don't have to. Why? Because this is my chart. If you want to include that, then great. But for me, this is an area that it broke out of, retested, came back in, tried to break out again, couldn't do it. So this right here is our money zone. Now, with this being said, it broke out of our zone. So this is our range high, range low, mid range. This is actually a mid range zone. Now, in this zone, in my opinion, this is really a very key area. This level right here. I do like it. So you can even back it up to here. So we had the major resistance here, support, 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 and then kind of close underneath it. Resistance, resistance. This is a key level. Now, currently we are above this level and we're doing things, you know, it came down, came up, get rejected, came down, higher, low, broke out, great, couldn't hold this level, came down. However, what we're doing is we're creating higher lows. We're creating higher lows. Now, I don't know what the market cap is for this one, and it's extremely important to look up the market cap whenever you're doing any kind of trade. So for the market cap on this one is only $375 million. So this tells me this can move up and down really fast. Does not have to abide by the market structure rules. Market structure rules, I love them. However, this, because such low market cap, it can break through these levels with no problem. Now, understanding that and knowing that, let us look where we're in the daily time frame. So in addition to the market cap, knowing the market cap, we have to adjust our stop loss. Our stop loss would normally be 12%. We have to look at 25%. I don't like it, but that's because it can move that much. Yep, 25% on the money. Bingo and a bango. Bingo and a bango. So this, let's copy this. Let's do a stop loss. Let's do this. Let's put our stop loss and stop loss. Okay. So, I mean, I like it. I like it. It's, you know, it's showing strength. You know, let's see here. What else can we say about this? If you see this as a shoulder or a shoulder, head, shoulder, complex head and shoulders, if you want to say it, it did not fulfill its duty. Like this should have gone to the negative. But because we don't trade patterns, we see that this is, you know, gaining strength, gaining momentum. It could possibly start coming up. So with this one, we would do an entry now. Granted, I wouldn't do 100%. I do like 50%, and I'll show you why. I'll show you how in just a second. Jeez. So I guess we can do the top of this. So this would be my target. Copy. Target. Okay. Down here. Go up. Go to here to this. To target and target. All right. So that's my first target. Now my second target, because this is such a low market cap, the second target would be roughly around here. Now, one thing that you do not want to do because of the market cap, this is why it's very important to understand tokenomics, fundamental analysis, etc., etc. Everything I teach on this channel. You do not want to put in $5,000, especially not at one spot. The reason for that is because, well, you're going to move the price. You will be the one that moves the price. If you are wanting to put in $1,000 on this, you might want to do $50. See if you move the price. You can only buy from somebody who's selling. So if somebody is selling right now at 21 cents and you see the price at 20 cents, you can't buy it. You can only buy if someone is selling. So you see somebody selling at 21 cents, but they're only selling $10 worth. Well, if you buy $10 worth, guess what? The price is now 21 cents. But you wanted to spend $50. You've already spent, I forgot what number I said. Let's say you want to spend $100 and you've already bought $25 or $50 to make it easy, $50. So you have $50 left. And now the price is 21 cents. But the next person who is selling at 25 cents. And you can only buy $25 worth. You have $50. So you buy $25 worth at 25 cents. So now you have made the price go up from 20 cents to 25 cents. You still have $25 that you want to spend on this. The next person is selling for 28 cents. Now you use your last $25 to put it at 28 cents. You're buying it from them. So you initially bought it, or you saw it at 20 cents. But now because you can only buy from someone who's selling now, because you bought $100 worth all at once, and depending on the order books, I do have a video on, whoops, I do have a video. Wait a minute. Is it this one? Yes. I do have a video in reference to order books. And it is, it's the one on the lower right-hand corner that says 3 key factors: volume, liquidity, order books. I strongly recommend everybody watch that video. Right now, I'm going to put the link. This is the link that I put earlier in the group, or in the, which one is it? I got to figure out which one it is. It's this one. How come I can't do it? Oh, I think I am doing it. I think I did it several times. I don't know. It's not showing up one thing. But anyway, strongly recommend doing that. This is going to help you out tremendously when it comes to understanding the order books. Okay. Let's see here. Going down the list. So this one I would enter. So now how would I enter? I would enter this. I mean, yes, it went up. It went up. Could it continue going up? Yes, definitely. Could it come down really hard? Yes, definitely. That's why we have our stop loss. But for this one, I would do 50% at current price. 50. And then I would wait to see what happens. Does it come down and bounce off of this and then come up, breaking this level, this recent high? If so, then I would add my other 50%. And let's go ahead and clone this. I would do my other 50%. Now, let's say the price comes down. Let's say the price, we enter the trade, the price comes down, boom. Well, we only lost 25% of our 50%. Now, granted, this is risky because, well, it's a very low market cap coin. But the higher the risk, higher the reward. You can see right here. All right, moving on. Great, Batman So Official. Thank you, man. That was good. All right, so let's see here. We did that one. Here, going down the list. Obi-Wan says, yes, in reference to TIA. Yes, tomorrow is the unlock. Some VCs are in at 0.01 cents. Yes, another at $1. So yeah, it's going to dump. It's going to dump pretty hard, in my opinion. I mean, I could be completely wrong, but we'll see. Let's see here. list. So we did those as well. Let's see, David says, now it's showing tomorrow. I screenshot it showing today, but today it shows tomorrow. Awesome. Rinse and repeat. Yes. But yeah, we saw that a few days ago, and I believe it was on the 31st. It's going to do. Or maybe, I don't know. I just know it's coming. I just know it's close. Just know it's close. All right. So let's see here. Going down the list. All right. There you go. Batman says, thank you, Joe. You're the best. You know what, guys? You're the best, and you're my favorite. I do greatly appreciate you every single day showing up at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, going over Bitcoin, going over the market, going over your coins, going over the thought process. Again, I can't stress that enough. I really enjoy sharing my thought process. I don't just regurgitate, enter here, exit here, do this. No, I show you why. I show you that this is important, where we have the market cap. Show you the reason why. With that being said, guys, I do thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, remember, you don't always have to be in a trade. If you miss out on pumps, don't worry about it. If you miss out on dumps, don't worry about it. You want to not chase these coins. You want to just kind of rely on your thought process. And if you get stopped out, it's okay. You know, we only realize what happened after the fact. Let's say we get stopped out at 15%. We're like, man, and then it goes what we thought it was going to go. Now we're kicking ourselves in the butt. But what if it would have dumped 80%? Then you would have been, oh man, am I happy I had a stop loss? Nobody knows what's going to happen, you know, until after the fact. Then we can say, oh, woulda, shoulda, coulda, woulda. But always trust your instincts, guys. I do thank you so much. Appreciate you greatly. We'll see you tomorrow, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Until then, you know it. Let's make this money. Take care, guys. We'll see you. Very good, guys. Take care.